Why are VA ratings for hearing loss so low? Why is it always 0%? It's all about the symptoms. In order to win a claim for hearing loss, you need to have a diagnosis. You're going to go to an audiologist, get tested. You're going to be where you're at. And then you need to have the nexus. This is the symptoms piece. So here's how the VA looks at it. And this is how they look at a lot of disabilities, but it really shows up with hearing loss. So you're diagnosed with hearing loss. They prescribe you hearing aids, and then you can hear fine. So your symptoms are non-existent. That's why you get 0% rating. Well, that's unfair. It is totally unfair. But the VA plays dirty? Whatever. There's a workaround. I talk about all the workarounds in my boot camp. Check that out at combatcraig.com. The workaround is secondary claims to hearing loss. Typically, it's 0%. And it's even worse if you're like 23. Like, dude, I can't hear. It totally sucks, but that's the way they play the game, so we play the game with secondary claims. So a very good secondary claim for hearing loss, especially if you're 24 or any age, like you can't hear without your hearing aids in. My mom's like 82 and deals with it, and I talked to her on the phone, and they squeak sometimes. It's a pain in the ass. I don't have them yet. I'm sure I will someday, but a secondary claim for depression is a great way to make up for it. So you're 0% service connected for hearing loss, low ball rating, VA rules, whatever. It's a check game. Checkmate. Now I'm filing a major depressive disorder claim because it's depressing having to deal with hearing loss when I'm 23. And, oh, whoops, the hearing aid fell into the swimming pool, and I had to go get it replaced and wait for the VA to replace it in 4 months. So I couldn't hear out of what, like the constant whatever, replacing the batteries. It's depressing. The fact that you have a diagnosis of hearing loss is depressing. You can make a VA claim for depression stick on to a hearing loss, no problem, and walk away with a 70% rating. That's how you actually get paid for hearing loss. There's other secondaries you could file. Your hearing affects everything. The body's all interconnected. That's just the one at the top of my head. Makes the most sense. And I personally see the most veterans win secondary depression claims to hearing loss. If your VA doctor won't write the nexus, diagnosis, and symptoms, you need all three for secondary claims and all claims. And you go to a private doctor. If your private doctor won't write it up, you need it either way. So check out my med team. Here's an email address right here. Email them and see if they can help you out. If you need to appeal your VA claim, check out Hill and Ponton at hillandponton.com. See if they can help you out. Also, if you're at Camp Lejeune between 53 and 87, you may be eligible for additional benefits. Links for both of those are in the description. Don't forget to sign up for my boot camp if you want to learn more about my process, which is the VA claims process. You're going to need medical evidence to win your VA claim. If you're missing a diagnosis, severity of your symptoms, or a nexus, and your doctor won't do it for you, send an email to Second Strata and see if they can help you with your missing medical evidence.